Have you ever felt like you're constantly running out of time, struggling to fit everything into a single day? You're not alone. In fact, most of us tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in 24 hours, while underestimating what we can achieve in a year. It's a common trap. But here's the intriguing part. A small, ultra-successful group of people manages to sidestep these pitfalls. How do they do it? The secret isn't about magically having more hours in the day. Instead, they've mastered the art of optimization. They prioritize quality over quantity and carefully choose where to direct their energy. In this video, we'll demystify their approach and learn how to focus on doing the right things rather than just doing things right. Let's get started. Number 1. Focus on minutes, not hours. Ever thought about what you can do in just 5 minutes? Usain Bolt can finish a race, and Elon Musk could potentially change SpaceX's course with an email in that time. Now, consider how you've been spending those precious 5-minute pockets in your day. Stephen R. Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, once said, "The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities." Ultra-successful individuals have mastered this art. Instead of vaguely allocating hours to tasks, they see the value in every single minute. Here's a little experiment. The next time you have 3 spare minutes after a phone call, resist the urge to mindlessly scroll through your social media feed. Instead, try responding to an email or jotting down a quick idea for your next project. Now, think about the compounding effect of using these moments wisely over days, weeks, and months. Here's the golden nugget of wisdom. Start viewing your day in 5-minute blocks. Use those blocks smartly, and you'll witness your productivity soar. But here's a challenge. There's a misconception that saying, "I'll do it in my free hour," is more productive than "I'll do it in my free 5 minutes. Yet, if the ultra-successful have taught us anything, it's that every minute counts. So, how will you choose to value your 5 minutes? Number 2, they create structured to-do lists. Did you know that nearly half of the tasks on our to-do lists, a staggering 41%, often go unfinished? That's like flipping a coin and hoping it lands on the side of productivity. So, what's the secret sauce that separates the task conquerors from those stuck with unchecked boxes? Well, Tim Ferriss, the author of The 4-Hour Workweek, has a valuable perspective. He says, "Being busy is a form of laziness, lazy thinking, and indiscriminate action." In essence, being super busy doesn't necessarily mean you're getting things done efficiently. The ultra-successful individuals, they're not just running around like headless chickens, they're laser-focused. Instead of creating long and winding to-do lists, they curate shorter, punchier ones. Let me illustrate the difference. Vague. Finish the report, clear and structured. Draft the introduction of the report by 11 a.m. Now, here's a simple way for you to start applying this principle. Prioritize. Not all tasks hold the same weight. So, pick the top 3 that align with your goals, the ones that really move the needle. Be specific, get granular with what needs to be done, and attach a clear deadline to each task. Re-evaluate. At the end of the day, take a moment to review your progress and tweak your list for the next day. There's this common myth that having a longer to-do list somehow makes you more productive. But isn't it much smarter to have a shorter list where everything is actually completed rather than a long one with many untouched items? So here's my challenge to you. Are you merely creating to-do lists, or are you actively curating success lists? The choice is yours. Number 3, they know they don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, it's pretty surprising that a whopping 90% of startups end up failing in their first year. And what's even more surprising is that it's not necessarily because they aren't trying hard enough. It often comes down to an unwavering commitment to being completely original. Isaac Newton once wisely said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." What he meant is that successful people understand the power of building upon what's already there, rather than starting from scratch. So, think about this. Why go through all the trouble of reinventing the wheel when there might be an existing solution that just needs a little tweaking to fit your needs? Who has gone through a similar journey before? Their insights can make your path a whole lot smoother. Instead of a total overhaul, sometimes small adjustments and refinements can be all it takes to make a big difference. Now, to avoid becoming part of that 90% failure statistic, here are a few tips. Research. Before diving into a project, check if someone has tackled a similar challenge. There might be lessons you can learn from their experience. Collaborate. Don't be afraid to seek advice or partner up with people who have expertise in the area you're venturing into. Adapt. Modify strategies that have already proven to work so they align with your specific goals and circumstances. There's this common idea that to stand out, you always need to come up with something entirely new, to think outside the box. But what if there's immense value inside that box, full of tried and tested wisdom? So, here's a question for you. Are you putting all your energy into reinventing the wheel? Or are you cleverly leveraging what's already out there to achieve faster, more efficient success? It's something worth thinking about. Number 4, say no to almost everything. Ever thought about why Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors globally, swears by saying no? He once said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." It's quite the eye-opener, right? While most of us tend to say yes to every opportunity that comes our way, the ultra-successful are incredibly choosy. This wisdom comes from someone who's truly mastered the art of prioritization. Steve Jobs, the genius behind Apple, also emphasized this point. People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas. So, here's something to ponder. Is every opportunity that knocks on your door truly golden? Or is it just a shiny distraction? Does it align with your core goals? Or is it pulling you away from them? What's the cost of saying yes? Are you sacrificing something more valuable in the process? Take a moment to let this sink in. Saying yes can feel great. It makes us feel accomplished and helpful. But here's the catch. Every yes consumes your time, energy, and resources. And the ultra-successful? They're fiercely protective of these precious assets. They get that for every yes they give, they might be saying no to something potentially more impactful. Now, here's a thought to consider. There's this widespread belief that to climb the ladder of success, you should embrace every opportunity that comes your way. But think about it. Is indiscriminate acceptance really the mark of success? Or does it just spread you too thin, diluting your essence and potential? So, ask yourself, are you truly maximizing your impact by being selective in your commitments? Or are you diluting your brilliance in the endless sea of endless yeses? It's a question worth reflecting on. Number 5, follow the 80-20 rule. Have you ever had that light bulb moment when you realize that only a small fraction of what you do actually leads to the most significant results? Well, you're not alone, and there's a name for this concept. It's called the Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. The idea behind it started with an Italian economist named Vilfredo Pareto, who observed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by just 20% of the population. This ratio popped up in other areas too. 80% of the results often come from only 20% of the effort. Ultra-successful people understand this principle deeply. They figure out which of their efforts are the most fruitful and then focus their energy right there. Imagine if, instead of spreading yourself thin across a wide range of tasks, you honed in intensely on those critical few that really make a difference. It can be a game changer. So, how do you harness the 80-20 rule? Start by taking a good look at what you're doing right now. Identify the tasks or projects that bring in the most value or results. Gradually shift your focus and resources to amplify these high-impact activities, while reducing or eliminating the ones that aren't as productive. Remember to regularly review and adjust. Your goals and circumstances change, so your 20% might change too. But here's where many people stumble. There's this idea that success is about doing more, hustling, and filling every moment. What if true success isn't about quantity, but about quality? What if it's about doing fewer things exceptionally well? So, here's the challenge for you. Are you chasing volume, trying to tackle a never-ending list of tasks? Or are you laser-focused on that potent 20% that truly defines your success? It's worth some serious reflection. Number 6, theme days of the week. You know, our minds really thrive on routines. When you make it a habit to do specific tasks on set days, it's like a built-in guarantee that they'll actually get done, and that helps you stick to your schedule. Here's a nifty trick. Once you've got your routine or theme for the day, consider using a focus booster to keep you on track. It'll help you stay super focused and also track how much time you're dedicating to these tasks. By doing this, you might discover that you can create some extra time for other things that will really push you further towards your future goals. It's all about being efficient and making the most of your day. Number 7, energy is everything. Being successful usually means putting in a lot of hard work. And to do that work effectively, you need to keep your energy levels up. That's where Focus Booster comes into play. It helps you maintain that high energy by encouraging you to take regular breaks. But it's not just a break timer. It's a whole mindset shift. Instead of feeling like you're constantly racing against the clock, Focus Booster helps you work with it. You get a better grip on how much effort is needed to accomplish impressive things. Now, when it comes to productivity, there are tons of methods out there, but not all of them work for everyone. However, Focus Booster is designed to help you apply 12 out of the 15 productivity secrets that Kevin Kruse discovered during his interviews. And the best part? You can give it a shot with a 30-day free trial and no need for a credit card. So, why not give it a try? It might just make a big difference in how you work and achieve your goals. Number 8, outsmart procrastination. Don't be too hard on yourself if you're a bit of a procrastinator. It's totally normal because, let's face it, watching TV or scrolling through social media is often more fun than diving into a task that demands effort and brain power. But here's the silver lining. There are ways to beat that procrastination habit. For some tasks, it's easier when you do them with a buddy, just like having a workout partner makes hitting the gym more enjoyable. And for other tasks, the promise of a reward at the end can give you that extra push. Sometimes, you might need to trick yourself into getting started. Imagine you're already the super productive person you aspire to be and take actions just like they would. Even if it's a tiny step, the key is to start somewhere. You can also make daunting goals more manageable by breaking them into smaller, bite-sized tasks. Remember, the most important thing is to get up and get moving. Don't let the fear of not being perfect hold you back. After all, nobody's perfect, and progress is what counts. So, take that first step. You've got this. Number 9, master email inbox with 3-21-0. McKinsey Global Institute did a survey on office workers. And guess what? They found that employees spend a whopping third of their day dealing with emails. It's not exactly a shocker, but it's certainly frustrating, because email often becomes a way for others to dictate your priorities. Here's a strategy to conquer your inbox chaos. First, unsubscribe from those unnecessary newsletters and pesky emails you don't need. Then, embrace the 3-21-0 rule. 3 times a day, set aside 21 minutes to tackle your emails with the aim of reaching inbox 0. While doing this, turn off all email notifications. They're just distractions. Using this method, you'll give quick, to-the-point replies due to the time limit. As you open each email, decide if it requires immediate action. If not, either delegate it, defer it to later, delete it, or file it away. When you do reply to emails, be mindful of who you copy and forward to. Including unnecessary people can lead to never-ending reply-all chains. Also, use your subject line to clearly indicate what action is needed. and keep the body of your email as concise as possible. It's all about respecting your time and that of your recipients. Number 10, always carry a notebook. You know, many highly successful CEOs swear by a simple practice, keeping a notebook with them at all times. It's not about just looking professional, it's about being super productive. They jot down everything, from random thoughts that pop up to brilliant ideas and important takeaways from meetings. Here's the science behind it. Studies show that when you write things down by hand, your brain gets a real workout. It engages various functions to process that written information, making your recall of it more accurate and active compared to simply typing it out. So, in a nutshell, the act of physically writing something down can help you remember it more clearly. And that, my friend, is like having a superpower for making sure you can take action on those important thoughts and ideas later on. Number 11, take time to relax. You know, one of the secrets to success that many accomplished individuals swear by is the value of rest and relaxation. Having a super-packed schedule might seem like the way to get more done, but in reality, it can make achieving your goals even tougher. Rest isn't just about recharging your energy. It's about maintaining your focus. Take it from Miranda Kerr, the famous model and businesswoman. She says that simply watching the clouds or sitting by a creek and doing nothing can work wonders for rejuvenating your body. For many successful people, relaxation isn't just about gearing up for the next day's challenges, it's also about sharpening their priorities. Best-selling young adult fiction author Amy Reed makes a great point. A good night's sleep helps you remember what truly matters. Now, how you relax is a personal thing. Some folks enjoy the art of doing nothing, while others find their solace in exercise or meditation. Drew Leidecker, the president of Avant Communications, swears by working out as his daily fuel, and he's found mindfulness to be a game changer during busy times. The idea of relaxation for productivity might sound counterintuitive. After all, we often picture highly successful people as always on the go. But the truth is, taking time to relax and recenter is a key ingredient in their recipe for success. As Eddie Cantor, the famed vaudeville performer, once put it, time to play is as important as time to work. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddhist monk and peace activist, taking those little pauses to relax and let go of the habit of constantly rushing can lead to more success and a lot more joy in living. It's a lesson that's been known for a long time and continues to be a vital secret of success. Number 12, valuing good communication. You know, one of the really important things for being successful in both work and life is talking to others effectively. It's not surprising that this is something highly successful people do every day. The author Theo Gold once said that good communication is like a ticket to success, but you've got to pay attention and learn to do it right. Effective communication is crucial because it's how you bring people together to work towards a shared goal. Just like Alex Langer, who's a journalist and activist, mentioned that it helps keep the team on track for the right projects with the right attitude. Think of it like this. Instead of everyone moving forward separately, it's about everyone moving forward together. Henry Ford said it best, if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. To make communication work, everyone needs to be part of it, share information, and work toward that same goal. Babe Ruth, the legendary baseball player, once said that how a team plays together decides its success. Even if you have the best individual players, if they don't work together, the team won't be worth much. So, if you feel like your talking and teamwork skills could use some improvement, don't worry, it's never too late to get better. As Brian Tracy, who's a motivational speaker and author, pointed out, communication is a skill you can learn, just like riding a bicycle or typing. If you put in the effort, you can make every part of your life better. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload and you can enjoy the excellent content I send your way.